We really need to have the power of the labor movement to win a Green New Deal. And so it's really important to be thinking about how do we bring labor into the Green New Deal coalition. I think the traditional view of when we say working class, people tend to think of still of a factory worker, industrial worker, sort of what's thought of as blue-collar labor, maybe a guy in a hard hat somewhere. And today, that's not really representative of the working class, which I think is more multiracial, more feminized, more doing service work and care work. I think there's some actually pretty interesting possibilities for connecting, service workers on the one end of these sort of supply chains of whether it's food or clothing, fast food, fast fashion, all of these things that are that rely on really, really low costs to be organizing in some ways across sectors. So I think it would be really cool to think about, well, what would it look like for Fight for 15 workers to be connected to, the farm workers who are on the other end, who are really some of the most exploited workers in the country, and to be fighting for a more sustainable kind of industry. We see some of those opportunities in the recent wave of teacher strikes in particular, I think are very exciting and offer really a model that I think other kinds of workers should be looking to in terms of how you build power, not only within workers, but with the community of people connected to those workers. So we obviously need to be delivering benefits for workers to improving the status of work, the pay of work, working conditions, all of these things that for a lot of workers are pretty bad right now. But we also need to be doing that in a way that is part of this broader economic and social transformation away from a very carbon-intensive economy. And so that really needs to bring in a lot of people, and we need to be thinking about how workers are part of broader communities, how labor and other kinds of social justice struggles go together.